Khewzi has finished me. That's it. Khewzi has totally finished me. You know, last week Friday, there was a cliffhanger of the reaction to what Kwezi saw coming home from the whole driving situation. So today we saw the full reaction. Kwezi was so angry. She was fuming. You could see it in her eyes, like she was fuming. Like when she was walking, like pacing, she was pacing, just trying to figure out what is she seeing, and is this, and what she's seeing is actually happening. Like she was questioning herself every second, every minute, thinking, "What the hell am I seeing right now? What's going on? Like, is this what I'm actually seeing with my own two eyes? What is actually happening before my eyes?" Kind of thing. Like she was trying to process what she was seeing. And at some point, there was a switch that just went off. Like you could tell when her eyes went from anger, fuming, annoyed, pissed off, whatever you want to call it, to complete. I don't even know what to call it. Like she totally went off. It's kind of like she was turned up, like her emotions, everything went off, and she blacked out. That's it. She blacked out, and I, I don't know what came over her. It was like kind of like she was being possessed of by something else, and it scared me. Okay, I was sitting on the couch watching today's episode, and I was terrified for Preet. Now, mind you, Lehasa is on the other side. Preet is behind Lehasa in a way, and Lehasa is like, "Calm down. It's not what it looks like. Hey, hey, hey! It's not what it looks like." But Kwesi took off her jacket and her shoes, and that was her saying, "I'm in business." Like it took a split of a second for her to remove whatever that was from her purse. It was like a hairpin, and she just proceeded to walk towards Lehasa, and she stabbed him. When he when he started bleeding, I gasped for air. I could not believe what I was seeing. I was like, okay, this is not SkeemSam. What I'm watching right now is actually an action movie. Like, it was hard for me to process what I was watching. I literally fell off my couch because it took me by surprise. It threw me off because I know what kind of person Kwezi is. For goodness sake, she kidnapped Preeti previously just because she was pregnant and the father was Lehasa. So what do you think she was gonna do when she found out that Lehasa was actually cheating on her? I mean, that just broke the camel's back. And then on top of that, Preeti had to open her big mouth and say, "Oh, but Lehasa told me you guys broke up." Hey, girl, do you wanna die? Do you actually wanna die right now? Shut your mouth and just stand there, okay? Stand there and pretend like you're not even existing in this moment. Like, I was terrified for her. You know, I was thinking, what's gonna happen to Preeti if Lehasa is not there to protect her? I mean, he's bleeding to death right now at this point. You know, then 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 like, I'm gonna go for the second time and stab him again on the chest. At this point now, he's actually on the floor and he's bleeding. And Pretty is stuck on the ground. It was like every emotion she had just disappeared. She got stuck on the ground as if her feet were in the mud. Like every emotion she couldn't even process. She didn't know what to do or say. Like she had to snap herself out of it because Lehasa was actually bleeding right in front of her, and she had to call the ambulance, but she couldn't because Crazy's like, you need to start worrying about what I'm gonna do to you. I'm going to kill you. I told you to stay away from my man, but you didn't listen. So what do you expect was gonna happen? At this point, Preacher's like, okay, what's happening? What's happening? I'm like, girl, you need to run. You need to run and hide whatever you had to do to survive because Crazy is going to kill you. That woman, she's unhinged. She's crazy in a different level. Okay, she has her own school of craziness. Okay, she's a sociopath. That's the vibe I'm getting from her. I know she was capable of the craziest things, but I didn't know that she was going to flip the script and lie about what actually happened when the cops came in. She was like, oh no, Pretty tried to kill my fiance. She stabbed him on the chest, and now she was after me. This woman, she had the audacity, the nerve to gag herself and tie herself on the stairs, on them stairs, and say Pretty did it. So Kat's dad obviously came to the house and thought that it was actually my apostle who was committing the crime. But when he walked in and saw what was actually happening, and Quezzy's on the ground pretending like she cares, she's like, crocodile tears, pretending like, oh, I was kidnapped, oh, Pretty did this and did that. She stabbed my fiance because she didn't want to let him go. Woman, if you're capable of lying through your teeth like that, what else are you capable of? I mean, this woman lied, like, and she pretended like it was actually Pretty who did it. I just hope that Rasha actually survives this attack because I want him to wake up and actually tell the truth of what really happened. But there was also a flip side where I think, what if he wakes up and does not remember what really happened? Does this mean Pretty's gonna go to prison for a crime that she did not even commit? What does it really mean? I'm just trying to figure out how Mantul is going to process this as well. How is she going to react? Because when she found out that her own daughter lied about her going to Mpumalanga for the internship, look, Pretty's going to be in deep crap, like in deep shit. First of all, she lied about where she was going and who's going to be with her. She lied about Lehasa. She lied about about she was actually going to go to the apparently what is it called Mpumalanga for an internship. On top of that, she's arrested for a crime she did not commit. What do you think Mantul is gonna do to this girl? Like, what do you think she's gonna do? This woman, Mantul, is a woman you don't want to mess with. She's gonna kick her out. She's gonna disown Pretty with no hesitation. whatsoever. Okay? Pretty put herself in this situation. But in the same breath, I feel like what Kwesi did was overreacting to this whole situation. You could have talked things out, not stopped Lehasa, but I don't blame her. Like, it's who she is. She's a sociopath. All she thinks about is violence. There was no need for violence in that situation. There was no need. But I'm here for it. I don't know what's gonna come after this. I have no idea what the fallout of this is gonna be, but I just hope they're gonna drag the storyline a bit longer. And I want to see the fallout really go further than it's actually going right now. I want to see how Pretty is going to react to her being blamed for a crime she did not commit. How Crazy is going to flip and manipulate, twist the story into her advantage. Like, there's so many ways this storyline can go, and I just hope they're going to make sure that if it does go any further, Lehasa will remember what happened and actually help Pretty go off and hopefully be free for a crime she did not commit. But the fallout between her and her family is gonna take a bit longer than it's gonna happen. Like, I know what kind of woman Manpuli is. She's not gonna forgive and forget just like that. Her daughter lied, okay? She lied about where she was going. She lied about who she's gonna be with. So I'm not gonna be surprised if she kicks her out and becomes homeless, okay? But the poor girl needs some time. She needs to be given some leeway. She's still a kid. She's still young. She's naive. What do you expect? But the way Crazy reacted, she finished me. I swear to God. I was terrified. I felt like I was preaching in that situation. I feel like I was being attacked myself while watching that. I fell off my chair because I was scared. I was thrown back. Her performance, though, it was perfection. When I told you Crazy's character is number one at this point, she did it. Okay, she killed that performance on tonight's episode. I give her all the credit, but she scares me. She scares the living crap out of me, and I don't blame her. Like, I think she did a great job. Anyway, guys, we'll see what's gonna happen on tomorrow's episode because I'm excited. I'm nervous. I want to see the aftermath of what happened on today's episode. I'm out of breath just talking about this. Okay, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. I hope you enjoy my live review. I can't even speak because I'm still in shock of what I saw. Peace. I'm out.